dunk, dunk.
Smoothie bowl.
Ba-dunk, dunk. Chicka, 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 chicka. Yay! Hi!
And reverse.
And reverse. Here we are. Hello! Welcome to this week's edition of Food Love Laughter. I'm Katie, obviously. You're seeing this on my Facebook feed.
It's been a week.
It's been a week, huh? Anybody else? One
Yeah.
of the longest weeks they've ever lived.
A necessary week.
Yes, a necessary week.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
They always have, and they always will.
That's true.
They still matter.
Our friend Danielle posted this beautiful poem. Have you seen it? It's on the Duke City Rip page, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
It's part of No Holds Barred, and yeah, beautiful, beautiful poem. Because Black Lives Matter. It's officially...
She is a beautiful person.
Yes.
With a beautiful poem and a beautiful message.
Yes, Danielle, if you're out there, we love you. She has a birthday in July, like me, and that makes us Cancer Zodiac babies. And because it's summer, we've just moved from the Gemini to the Cancer. So if you're feeling particularly emotional, you're welcome. That is from the Zodiac. Shall we make a smoothie bowl?
Let's make a smoothie bowl. Now, smoothie bowls are something that you do primarily way more than I do.
Although I have to say that what you've been getting into with what you call protein fluff is remarkably close to a smoothie bowl.
Okay. What would you say is the similarities? What are
So the
similarities?
three main ingredients, top ingredients are almond milk, protein powder, and frozen berries. So when we normally make a protein shake, we make it to drink out of a cup. When you make a smoothie bowl, you make it a little thicker so you can eat it with a spoon. And as we were talking about what we wanted to do tonight, one, it's warm outside, right? And so we weren't gonna fire up all the heated appliances. But two, we are in camp right now. So Camp
Online
Shakespeare.
camp.
Yeah, online camp is happening. So I am on Zoom with 38 of the most wonderful children you could imagine from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. They are so cool. And I associate summer with hanging out with super duper smart theater loving students.
Yep.
The first summer that we taught was 2011 in Georgia. And basically we got to do theater teaching boot camp.
How much milk? Just so we're clear on ingredients. What are we talking here?
So normally I would do for a protein shake, I would do 10 ounces. I would do to the 10, but because we're doing smoothie bowl, I'd say we're about at the six ounces.
Yeah, you do 6.
So 3/4 of a cup of liquid, and then our protein shake mix. This is Arbonne.
Now, normally so you've got 2 scoops of that, which is 1 serving.
2 scoops?
So one serving of your favorite protein. This Arbonne is the best tasting that I've ever tried.
It smells like cake batter.
Oh, it's so good.
So
And
good.
that's what I do with my protein fluff. I use 1 serving of that.
Yeah.
Now, normally when I make smoothies in the morning, I tend to put ice in them for the smoothie bowl. Do you need to do such things?
It depends on if I got my ratio right the first time. So I use ice as a thickener if I put in too much liquid. So we will blend.
Ice thickens it. I see. So you crunch it up to get a fluffy.
And also to make it closer to an ice cream or a frozen yogurt.
Yeah. Well, that's why I put bananas in mine. Now, you don't like bananas.
I find the banana flavor to be overwhelming when I put it in the protein shake.
Bring on the comments now.
Yeah.
I love them.
Are you team banana or team not banana? Go ahead. Put it in the comments.
Bring it on.
We will love you either way.
Oh man, it's hard for me. Guilty pleasure. We're not talking about me.
Smells so good. We're
not talking about me and my personal taste. We're talking about the smoothie bowl today.
What were you going to say though? Because now we're dying to know. The public is dying to know.
Tell us what you're doing here first.
This recipe is one of my favorites because I just eyeball everything. That's why I'm not a particularly great baker.
And if someone who isn't great with eyeballing,
I would start with half a cup of frozen fruit.
There you
and
go.
then go up to a cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I feel you though, because I go in for as much fruit as I'm allowed.
So what Ezra's been doing is, like, he has a bowl like this, and he
Mm-hmm.
does a serving of the protein and a whole bunch of frozen berries, and then you take. So when you have like an egg beater, electric egg beater, and it has two of the like, whoop, 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 he takes one of them and uses it like a whisk, and so I'll find him in here usually late at night.
I feel like a chemist.
Smashing, like muddling the
Mortar and
blueberries
pestle
into the vanilla protein
Muddle,
to make
muddle.
fluff. I think is the best word for it. Kate said that she loves Ezra's shirt. Yeah. So and Kate, I don't know if you knew this, but when we were in Albuquerque for 5 years, we worked with Duke City Repertory Theater. We were company members, and we got to act and direct and teach and help build sets and just education and just all the stuff.
I directed earlier this year.
Yeah. So he was in New Mexico
Before Corona.
Right Corona, pre-Corona. Shall we blend this?
We shall.
I think the lid might still be around the corner.
Yep.
Always put a lid on your Vitamix blender because otherwise.
Sometimes I'll put a bowl. I'll just take a bowl that kind of fits the top and like hold it on because like the lid is over there by the sink. Why should I be troubled to walk
10 feet?
Oh my god, walk that far when I can just do this, and then usually it'll go out the side and above and everywhere. Shall we?
Let's do it.
Blending. Let's turn it up. Turn it up. Start off slow. Start off slow. How far do you go? How far do you go? How far do you go?
As far as I can go. Okay. All right. Let's see how we did. I think it might be too liquidy. Yeah. So if you look at that, oh, you can't
Shake it
really
around
see
a little.
Whoop! I don't want to spill it all over the
Alright.
floor. That would be pretty good for the cooking show, right? If I just took the Vitamix blender and poured it out on the floor.
So that means you need a couple ice cubes. Is this
Yes,
true?
will
Let's
you
do
grab
that.
a couple ice cubes?
Well, let's make some more noise.
Yes. So, yeah, this is, it's not a perfect science, but it is going to be so cool and delicious. And I haven't eaten dinner yet, so this is actually going to be my dinner. Sometimes we make food and we, like, pack it away. Because we've been eating, like, at, 4:30 or 5 on most evenings. Shall we?
Crank it.
Blending! Oh, look at that.
DJ at the
now
Vitamix
it's
Club.
like K-State purple. You'll get it if you're
It's
a
probably
Kansas
worth
fan.
here. Look. It's probably worth just.
Whoa! See how purple that is? Good job, Ezra. There's still some like ice cubes in there, but that's okay. I don't mind at all. Okay, so we got this nice, thick. Whoa.
Whoa!
While I start to dress the smoothie bowl, do you want to cut the pineapple?
I do want to cut the pineapple. I want to show you all what I learned about pineapple cutting. Pineapple cutting is real here. Now, a lot of people have ideas about what pineapple to pick and when it's ripest. And you can smell the butt, or you can pick the top, see if it's like ready to go. I've heard those things don't really. Let it go. I have heard those things don't really matter. Another one I heard is like, and this one comes from a chef, that when the eyes, these are the pineapple eyes, by the way. Did you know that?
I didn't.
He was looking at you, kid. And when they are all the same size, when it's a new fruit, when it's not ripe enough, then the eyes are smaller. But when they all kind of like end up the same size, it's ready to go. But I just don't know. I'll have to like test that theory someday. This one we got because of the color.
And they were on sale.
And they were on sale.
Do you all ever do that thing where you go to one grocery store and you're like, oh, that's a good price, and then you go to the next grocery store and you're like, oh, that's a better price.
Come on!
But I already bought one. So
Usually when you go to a grocery store, I didn't think about this, but you're like done.
Like you only go once?
Yeah.
Yeah, we go to 2 grocery stores every Sunday when we do our grocery shopping.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now I've cut the top and the bottom off. So I've got a little spaceship, a little fruit spaceship with a little hat or a little takeoff. And then it's gone.
And that's fun.
What are you doing in your bowl?
So, my toppings, I'll show you. I'm not done yet, but I really like to make my smoothie bowl like beautiful. That's part of the fun for me. So I have hemp seeds over here, and then I have some blackberries. I was planning to have more blackberries, but they, some of them had gone bad. And then some chocolate chunks. And then I also have some granola that I got from my good friend Sarah Lynn Brown as part of the Bakers Against Racism thing that we did. So
such a good cause.
We did a virtual bake sale. And basically, like, you volunteered to bake, and then people purchased things, and the money all went to different organizations. So the organization that we supported was called GLITZ, and I think it's Gays and Lesbians in a Transgender Society. And it, but Bakers Against Racism, like Sweet Magnolias down the block did it. You may have seen a bakery in your community do it, but it's like $1.2 million over the week. Isn't that so cool?
What a wonderful cause. All right, so I'm going to now, with the pineapple, moving back to this, we've got this nice little fun barrel of pineapple. Now, would you like rings so we can grill this?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna start, some people like have it, and then they'll have that, and then they'll like quarter the quarter chunks without cutting the skin like you would an onion. You know, you wouldn't cut the top. You just like, and then you like cut the pieces in from the skin. But I'm going to remove the skin now, which is usually how I do it. Take the sacrificial cut here, boom, boom.
Cutting off the eyes.
And you'll see there's a little bit of, right. Well, we're glostering the pineapple. It's a King Lear joke, by the way.
It's a really nerdy joke.
That's a super nerdy joke. We're cutting out the eyes. We're glostering this piece of fruit. And I'm just going around about every, like, 3 inches or so. So I'm trying to save as much pineapple as possible.
The good stuff.
The good stuff. Save much of the pineapple meat, as it were. I'm probably going to go back around after I'm done with this and then trim off the ends because they still have some eyes. This is very satisfying, though.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little juicy.
Yeah. Also, fresh pineapple always tastes better
so
than
good.
like,
but
cutting it yourself is so much tastier.
Did you know that pineapple is a super natural exfoliant? So like Arvin has a couple of products that have pineapple in them.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if you've ever experienced this. I certainly have. We've eaten a little too much pineapple, and so your mouth gets all raw on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So now, if you have a round cookie cutter. We don't. I don't think we do. Like a little tiny.
Hard to say.
Well, we will soon because we'll need to find a way to make donuts someday.
Donuts to go nuts.
Donuts to go nuts. Now I'm cutting it into rings about 1/2 inch each. How are you doing with your smoothie bowl? That looks amazing.
I'm so excited to eat it.
Okay, I'm gonna cut this into rings and then let's show off your smoothie bowl.
Okay.
And then I'll get a paring knife for this thing. All right.
All right.
Go for it.
So I'm going to show the smoothie bowl now. Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
This is happening, da da da. So we see the granola, little chocolate chunks, blackberries, hemp seeds. I'm gonna eat it, it's gonna be amazing. And I might put a little pineapple on it, depending on what happens with Ezra cutting the pineapple.
Ooh. We're good. Chords.
He almost fell.
I should almost do a split.
Ooh, that would have been even more excited to see Ezra like,
fun.
Wow! And then back up.
Ow! I do the cougar sound, the panther sound. Ow!
Mm-hmm, yes.
I don't think that sounds like a cougar, but my friend thinks that I sound like a panther or a wild cat of some kind.
A wild cat.
All right, I am going to use this peeler You can use a paring knife if you want to, or some people just take a big old...
And you do 2 rings at a time.
I'm doing this for the first time ever. I'm doing 2 rings at a time because I'll be able to manipulate, I think, a little better.
Okay.
The pairing, and I am... I've done this before with apples, like I've cored an apple after I've peeled it.
With the peeler.
With the peeler. So I'm also, okay, so what I'm doing is cutting around the part that's pretty dense. I won't do all of them, but I'll do a couple of them. So I've cut in the middle, ready for the satisfying pop.
Oh yeah. Woo, it's a pineapple donut!
Another eye!
Huh? What's nice about this thickness, and what's nice about them being rings, is that then we can put them on the grill, and we can get those good grill marks.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. We found this recipe for pineapple. Did I talk about this last time? Pineapple planked salmon. So you grill. Did I talk about it?
You may have.
Well, it's obviously on the brain, so we're going to talk about it again.
Yeah, because we talk about grilling stone fruit. It's the...
Yeah. So pineapple, you grill it, and then you flip it, and then you put the salmon on top of it, and then like cook it for 15 minutes or so. So you get the pineapple flavor in the salmon.
We did that. Our grill is fun, and it's a little inconsistent, so...
Yeah, the way that the heat registers, like some parts will be like char-broiled, and some parts will be not very cooked at all.
Yeah, so we just did it on the skillet, which are really good.
Yeah. Ezra actually made salmon for lunch today, which was, I don't know, maybe one of the sweetest things that anyone's ever done for me ever. It's incredible.
Getting good at it now, like, because we have it like once a week for lunch.
Yeah, so good.
It's a great protein, and getting really good at that.
Yeah.
So, I think one of the other reasons I know that I'm doing it like this is that because the shape of the bottom of this, like this would not be able to touch it, even though these would connect. This is too much at a point.
Oh, I see.
To cut all the way around consistently in the bottom. If there's a couple stacked on top, this will...
Oh, nice. So it's like a little pedestal for your pineapple. A little pineapple pedestal. So that's Food Love Laughter. Thanks for tuning in. We love you all so much.
Support Black Lives Matter. Get out there and do it. Learn, listen, learn some more, activate. We love you.
We love you.
Let's make this world a better place.
Have a good one.